All right. Hot tip: press record next time, and then you won't fucking waste 25 minutes of your time. So take two. The plan today, actually, I did have a plan. The plan was to go fishing. I was going to go to Bull Run National Park, and do a little bit of fly fishing for you. The only problem is I have sciatica. Pain radiating along the sciatic nerve, which runs down one or both of your legs from your lower back. It's usually caused when a herniated disc or bone spur in the spine presses on the nerve. So yeah, today has been great dealing with this herniated disc, pinched nerve. It's sort of been like those Life Alert commercials you used to see on cable. We're singing and we're happy and we're jolly. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. So there is a purpose to this video, and that purpose is, guys, why'd you take too much crap? Why? Why'd you take too much crap? I see it all the time on YouTube. I see a lot of, especially some of the bigger channels. Now I'll preface this by saying this really is isolated to bank fishing. When you're bank fishing, the idea that you would encumber yourself with 15 to 20 pounds of gear is laughable. I mean, it's a joke. Like I see a lot of folks on YouTube, and they are weighed down by 50 plus packs of soft plastics, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes of planos. They've got 300 types of hooks. They've got 200 types of crankbaits, 1,000 jerkbaits. Okay, so there's my backpack right there, just going out for a quick fishing expedition, probably no more than 45 minutes. So I'm only going to take a couple of things, just the bare essentials, nothing more. Now, let's get some planos. Can't leave the house without line. Some more soft plastic. I need a second bag just in case the first bag fails. Alright, that can go in there too. But no, you see a lot of people on YouTube, and they go fishing and they go into like a local creek or a pond, and you can see the extremities of the pond, right? It's maybe a couple acres, so chances are there are not a huge amount of fish in there, and certainly not a huge variety of fish. But the guy's got $200 to $300 worth of tackle on his back, and he's probably weighed down by 20, 25 pounds, and you're just thinking, like, why, dude? Why? Like, there's 12 fish in that pond, and they're all bass. Just take a pack of Senkos, and you will be fine. Do you need 30 to 40 crankbaits? Do you need 30 to 40 jerkbaits? 12 to 15 spinnerbaits? Are you really honestly telling me that you need all of this crap? Now, when we're talking about bank fishing, you also have to kind of acknowledge that you're not going to be able to cover the entire watershed. And there's a couple of reasons why. The first is that you're physically not going to be able to walk along every inch of the bank. Typically, when I go to my local watersheds, unless it's like a neighborhood pond, I often can't walk all the way around it. There are certain sections where you can't. You can't get there because there's overhanging trees, so you can't cast, or you can't physically walk there because there's swampy conditions that prevent you from getting to the bank itself. Maybe there's dense trees or bushes and shrubs that just make it impossible for you to actually cast from the bank. So, a certain percentage of the bank is inaccessible. On top of that, then you have to consider this second factor, which is how far can you cast, right? The average guy, probably somewhere in the range of 40 to 50 yards, maybe, is your typical casting range. Well, you can only go 40, 50 yards from the bank. You can't go much further than that. So, depending on the size of the lake, or the reservoir, or the watershed, I should say, you might be only able to fish 20% of the water. You're not going to be able to go out deep. You're not going to be able to go out into the middle of the lake or the middle of the reservoir. That's going to be basically inaccessible for you unless you put a huge ass sinker on the end of your line, or you get a boat. One of those two. So with that in mind, I think you should kind of scale back how much stuff you take. You're going to be restricted to a small portion of the water. Do you therefore need 500 different kinds of baits in your tackle bag? I think the answer to that is no. I think, as long as you've got some of the bare bones essentials outside of obviously your terminal tackle, a couple packets of worms, maybe drop shot worms, Senkos, a couple of creature baits, you know, different, maybe like 3 or 4 crankbaits in different patterns, a couple of jerk baits for good measure, a buzz bait or 2, I think you're fine. I don't think you need 20-25 pounds of gear on your back, because all it's going to do is over encumber you and make your day kind of shitty, because you're going to be carrying that around for an entire day. And trust me, like, I've done it before. Walking around in a, you know, a midsummer day, it's not going to work with 25 pounds on your back. It sucks. It sucks balls. But anyway, do you think I'm overreacting? Tell me in the comments down below. Peace.